Good morning, everybody. Man, this DAX is frustrating at the moment, and just want to get the levels in. So we're not really hitting the levels decent enough for me to start looking for opportunities. Now, on the 8-hour, oscillators have crossed over. They haven't crossed over the 80 level yet, but they have crossed over. So if they start dropping below that, I'll start looking for the reversal area. But at the moment, nothing really brewing. We made a new high, pulled back off the high, came back to test some structure, but we barreled through most of the structure. I just want to put this other level in, and we'll review the levels when we get down to lower time frames. They may change ever so slightly. So this isn't channel, it is a bull channel. We are moving up, so this pullbacks are to be bought, and this looks like what's happening now after hours. The dollar's been all over the place as well, so and this is very much influenced by Euro USD as well. So looking at the 3-hour, you can see we did cross over and we pointed down, and that is this move here. Now we have an inside bar, and like I said, levels do tend to change as we go through the time frames, and we've just tagged another one. But look at the gentle separation here, and it does look like we're looking for a crossover. If you look at the blue lines here, they are looking to crossover. So if you're looking at this on the 3-hour, that's an inside bar off a level with a break above it, bit of a flag. So this week's move up, nice decent pullback. Pretty much willing to bet that if I put the Fibonacci on here, it's going to be at a Fibonacci level as well. Yep, 61.8, bang on. So textbook stuff for a move to the upside. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a flagpole. That is a pullback or a flag, and that is your measured move at the moment. Hopefully it's a round number somewhere around there. 1700. We're at 1700, so 17, probably 100, 1783. So that's kind of my target at the moment. Obviously we're going to need to break that trend line. So let's get down to the levels. While you hit that like button, we'll get all the levels that we need to pay attention to. Right, let's just fine tune that one. That one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, so you can see the price action yesterday moved down and then just sideways. I actually tried to take a long here, and after like 3 or 4 hours of just battling along, I got out of it. So I think I made about 2 cents or something stupid, but it was confusion. And then we had the Microsoft results come out, which kind of spooked the market, as well as something happening with Google as well. I'm not 100% sure there. Although the results were good, there's something in the narrative that spooked the market a little bit, and that is what caused us down. Now we're already heading back to where the cash close would have been, and that is the first level we need to pay attention to here. If my mouse will work. So that is 16977. So that's the first thing. If you look at the oscillators here as well, this is a fairly interesting setup. I suspect we're probably going to reject this area and come back and test this 16942. So 16942, and then we've already got a bounce after hours of 16927. That is also something you can pay attention to. This last level, I think let's just delete it. I'll show you now why. So there's a couple of things on the cards here. So firstly, that was the first trend line. It's always the first 2 fractals that gives you your trend line. So there it is there. We respected it, we dropped below it, we got back, and then we rejected, and now we moved off. So that one has nullified itself. Now this is the next one. So you can see that's the next trend line, and we have broken through. Now we're coming up here. So obviously from a long perspective, we need to get back above 16977, but I suspect we need to pull back, form a double bottom, and that will give us the indication of what's going on. So I'm just going to delete that trend line because it will affect your bias. Don't really like using them. And drop down to the 15-minute, and you can see gap up, pull back, move up. So this is an after hours gap. Not going to read too much into that. Look at my oscillator separated, starting to roll at the top. So looking left, this makes a lot of sense. There's a little gap here as well that you should see a rejection here. I don't want to chase that short because we are back above the 150 EMA. So for as long as we are above the 150 EMA on the 15 minutes and the hour together, so we need to be above both of them, then your trend is up. So at the moment, it is a wise decision to look for opportunities to buy. Now, I don't see those opportunities in this area of chaos, and if we just block it out there, nice big thick red lines for you, that is not an area you want to be trading. Okay, so you want a break of that to the downside or to the upside. So obviously, if we drop to close this gap at 16,942, then we head back up to the underside here at 16,960, and we reject this area, that would definitely be merit for a short, but I think your short is going to be capped by 16,927, and if it does slip through that, then you're probably looking at 16,911, and then you can probably round that off to 16,900, which would probably be that double bottom neckline there, 16,904 roughly. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment, favoring the longs, but obviously I want to see a retest of 16,942 or 16,927. If we do drop to 16,904, that's also an area that I would be interested in going long, and that's just because if you look at the 1 hour, we are still above the 150 EMA. And I don't have diversions here, but this is definitely looking like a flag. A break and retest of 16,977, so a break and retest there, but let's just do that. I'd want to clear the top of this range at 16,991, come back and test it. That would also be an opportunity for the long. I don't see shorts. I think the only opportunities you do have here is to buy. You just got to be careful about where you buy. And the last thing is your stop area is going to be below the swing low here, and that's at 16,800. Call it 16,860 to be safe. Okay, hope that helps. Sorry, before we actually go, the last thing here is once we clear 16,991, then your measured move is on the cards, and your measured move target is 17,083. I would probably take profit at 1,700, wait for the pullback, get another opportunity to buy, and then look for 17,083. That's kind of the logic I would follow. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.